And it says we're live.
Yeah, lies.
Well, the screen changed colors, so maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Let's see here. To keep the cool and heat going at the blanket fort because it's Texas. Also, we broke out the geisha blend from King Harvest Coffee. Holy gods, that stuff is good. So buy from them. Mention that you heard about it here, so send us more of that stuff because it's good. Also,
that's one side.
That's one side. Dear Frank, start writing. Kiss your liver goodbye.
And what started that, or finished that one, or prompted that one, is a little change to the e-forms for the ATF that was found in the FAQs. To wit, if I am the registered owner of an NFA item, can someone else shoot it in my presence?
In other words, if you own a full auto or a short barrel rifle and you loan it to somebody, your best friend on the range, can your best friend shoot it with you standing there? Drum roll, please.
Is no. Only responsible persons listed on the approved registration may have physical or constructive possession of the NFA item. So, what that is going to do is put quite a few places out of business.
Oh, yeah.
Like all the machine gun shoots in Las Vegas.
In Vegas?
Yeah. And any of the other organizations that might have a range and have a 3-gun or a fully auto that you could shoot. Also includes SBRs. The whole 9 yards, Evan. Yeah, agreed, Tom. Sir Brass, we understand that. However, they have put that out there, and this is once again an attempt to go around Congress.
Congress makes the laws. ATF doesn't. ATF doesn't realize that yet.
And to make every friggin' one of us a criminal. Larry's first page in his book, In Defense of the Second Amendment, basically says that. And it's a good book, folks.
Oh, yeah. If you're a gunny, you should have at least 2 copies of it.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be loaning one of them out and it won't be coming back.
Yeah. Yeah. I was doing some research this morning for my current RimWorld, and I ran across an interesting little estimated annual cost and revenues generated by transnational criminals. Crimes, money laundering, $1.3 to $3.3 trillion, between 2 and 5% of the world's GDP. Bribery, a significant portion of $1 trillion. Narcotics trafficking, $750 billion to $1 trillion. Counterfeited and pirated products, $500 billion. Environmental crimes, including illegal wildlife trade, logging, trade in CFCs, and toxic waste dumping, $20 to $40 billion. Human trafficking, estimated 2.4 million victims, $21 billion. Credit card fraud, $10 to $12 billion. Firearms, $170 to $320 million.
What this tells me is that the illegal firearms trade is the least money-making operation illegal organizations are doing.
Yeah. That was from 2020, and that's on a year-to-year basis. Strangely enough, when I started to look, see if there was an updated one under the current administration, there's not. I wonder why.
Well, the plain and simple fact of the matter is, as my dear old dad was fond of pointing out, laws are only there for the law-abiding. If you have an organized crime or a cartel, they're not law-abiding, and no law you pass is going to do a damn bit of good. You can grab, the cartel members you can, throw them in the clink, and more will step up to fill. There are certain crimes you will not get rid of.
Yeah.
You can put a dent in them, but if you really want to do a decent dent in human trafficking, if you want to do a decent dent in it's a Courtney in a lot of these crimes, if
It's
you
a
want
Courtney with food,
if you want to put an actual decent dent
and she's walking by us.
in human trafficking, it can be done.
Yeah.
But it's going to require a whole bunch of guys with 1,000-yard stares, stainless steel teeth, and draggy knuckles to go and kill human traffickers.
Yep.
If you turn SOCOM loose on human trafficking, you will not eliminate it. It will never be eliminated. It's part of the human condition. You turn SOCOM loose and look the other way, and they'll put a dent in human trafficking. But nobody wants to do that these days.
Yeah. The shiny things in food are always distracting. Yes.
So we have this really great place in town. Did you get food for both of us?
Yeah, I might have.
Ooh, is that egg drop soup?
This is
That
called
is-
China Now, and they used to be in a food truck by the liquor store, and then the liquor store got bought and went, "We don't want you here." Big mistake. So
Well, obviously,
Where is China now? Because this smells fantastic.
and we're chopped liver again.
Again,
I got enough. You guys can each have one.
we got
oh,
pork.
good.
They're barbecue pork, steamed pork.
Where is this located?
By the Goodwill.
By Goodwill.
Southwest Parkway.
Gotcha,
And
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
This way.
the same thing. I got six. So I'm gonna go for everybody to have
So
one.
show the boys.
Show the boys. Yes, I.
Oh,
Would you like one?
It's barbecue
No,
pork
you're-
buns.
oh,
Wow.
Yes.
Is Rita on here yet? Because I hear the slobbering from here.
Oh my God, they're so good, and they've been sold out for the last week. So
I
came in
know.
Today.
yeah.
I didn't have the Fool's Con. Yeah.
We might be getting
We
some
might
to
be
go.
getting some for Fool's Con.
Yeah. John, there are some numbers floating around on maritime privacy or piracy. I don't have a good count on that, and I really
Nobody
don't want to
does.
guess.
Nobody does because a pirate. All of these are guesstimates because your human traffickers and your pirates aren't making reports to the IRS. So this is all guessing. I'm willing to bet it's on the conservative side.
Yep.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
Yeah, most human trafficking is sexual in nature, point blank. Well, the point of fact, the females that have been trafficked up from Central America,
Along with the children.
as soon as they're picked up, they are given birth control pills and they are raped multiple times as they are transited up to the United States.
And that sounds terrible, and it is. Don't get me wrong, it is terrible.
We should just call it being Epstein. So
In Africa, going long distances for women in Africa, they simply take in they make allowances for how many sexual encounters they're planning.
Yeah.
If they're not traveling with a man, and most of them will travel with a man. If they're traveling by themselves, they figure, okay, it's simply the way of it.
Oh yeah, Tom, I know too. I dealt with certain agencies that would have been more than happy to go down there and start blowing people away. But
people don't realize just how incredibly
The rest of the world.
brutal the rest of the world is.
Americans are terrible. Americans are bad.
Yeah.
Brits also, Canadians are as bad as Americans. Brits, not quite as much. Americans and Canadians are guilty of the original sin of thinking the rest of the world is just like them. And it's not.
Yeah.
The rest of the world is just, it's not.
yeah,
And-
and that's sad, and
Simply is.
yeah, it is.
Simply is.
The morals, yeah, Joel, they may or may not administer them first, but I'm gonna guarantee you that the coyotes give them birth control when they take control of them. And that's not changed.
In other news, the reason why this is up is, for those of you who don't know, Facebook thumped me again. Friend of mine, Jeff Brocious, posted a link to an article about, and this article was a pseudoscientific BS piece on how if we really wanted to save the world from catastrophic climate change, we need to stop drinking coffee.
Yeah.
And Jeff's comment when he posted the link was he would cut a bitch. I said I would straight up shank somebody for getting between me and my coffee. Jeff is still up. Not his fault. I am doing 6 days in the Hooskow.
And we've been tagging you in the funniest things.
I have been ignoring those tags. So if you're tagging me on Facebook, I'm not reading it because
Yeah, Jerry, I've got a good feel for modern piracy, having dealt with that up until, well, shit, now 5 years ago. Damn, has it been that long?
they don't realize that coffee is one of the few things that keeps these echo-weenie watermelons unstabulated. And fuck you, YouTube, because I will unalive some echo weenies to get between me and coffee. That's the only thing keeping them from taking dirt naps.
So, Ian, would you just tell Evan yes?
I'm telling Evan yes. Why am I telling Evan yes?
He knows. He knows.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What?
New glow lights.
Glow lights?
Don't ask me. I don't
Don't
know.
ask. It's all right. We've seen pictures.
Yeah. Yeah, David, you did. Yeah, coffee is good.
I defended an attack on the Brown high-powered FNF. What are... I'm getting new glow sticks? What?
Well, we figured you all ran away when you got banned from Facebook. Don't ask questions.
When I don't ask questions, I wind up with stuff like this.
Oh, damn it. I forgot to bring, we got another gift.
Oh, we did.
More cookies.
Oh, yay. We remain the dark side.
Ah,
You'll know when you need to. Okay, I'm starting to get worried.
It will amuse me. And
on
it
a
will
more
not-
positive note,
No animals will be harmed in the using of Courtney.
I would like to thank everybody that donated to Jen's
Oh, God, yes.
GoFundMe or
Almost 16,000.
Oh, well
Give,
done,
Send,
guys.
Go.
Well done,
Almost
guys.
$16,000. And it's going to run through Sunday. It'll be shut off on Sunday.
Jen is good people, and she has very quietly been the number cruncher behind a great number of crowdfunding.
Yeah. Every one of the
Campaigns.
raffles we've ever done,
Yeah.
she's been behind the scenes running it.
Yep, very quietly. She doesn't take any.
Yeah.
You know, and Jen's good people. Jen and Mike both are good folks. And
She's also a moderator. They're both moderators on a couple of different forums. Jesus, Richard. Japanese squirrels don't have manes, they get manja.
who's trash talking SLRs and high powers?
You're not looking at the post, so it's your own damn problem. They're doing it on that post where I said you were in the Hooskow.
And the
And you're not allowed to kill Dawn yet.
About what?
You're not allowed to kill Dawn yet.
Dawn,
Yep.
what have you done?
Nothing.
So it seems like a good time for Courtney to talk about the our little test. we
Good
did
God,
yesterday.
how many? Oh God, I'm going to regret doing this.
So we did a sound check for the broadcast yesterday, which seemed to have gone fairly well.
other than the latency.
Yeah, it's
We
And I-
figured it out.
yeah.
What am I looking for?
I think it's
In the post in North Texas Troublemakers.
I got that. I'm just one. I've got like 100 tags.
Mhm.
We did it on purpose. So it'll be harder to find the funny ones.
Yeah, Jesse, from last night's broadcast.
Yeah. So, I have a very sad laptop, which is what we used to do the
Ian's in a
test.
who's gal?
Yes, that's the one.
God! The hell?
So anyway,
Stop interrupting party.
Yeah, they're
And-
using a different laptop, Rick.
yeah. So we
We can fix that.
and we'll fix that. It's just
Monkeys are not fucking cute. The hell?
best interruptions ever. So we've got everything ready to go. We'll be so the broadcast is happening. We have our own splash page and everything. It'll be fun.
No on the
What?
glow sticks. No.
No, we already got.
We
yes
already
on
told him
tape,
yes. I'm
so
sending him
you're
the
good.
address.
Don't look at me. I had
I
nothing to
told
do
you
with
to
it.
go look earlier, and you said you weren't going to bother. So this is the kind of trouble you get yourself in.
Yes. So broadcast will be happening on Wednesday evenings. It is not safe for children.
Yeah.
Not safe for work, which is why we're doing it after work. We're going to do at least one live stream a week. One live stream a month. And
A week or a month?
one live stream a month. Some of them are going to be pre-recorded.
So
That's a face.
we'll probably post them like 6 o'clock in the evening.
You're going to have to let people know ahead of time.
We will.
Oh yeah.
We'll post in North Texas and let people know what's happening. So
We'll give you some lead time. I'm hoping to have stuff up at least a day in advance if it's pre-recorded,
Which means I'll see it 2 days after the fact, as
right,
usual.
yeah.
as happens.
Yeah.
What?
No, the girls are laughing at Ian's expressions.
I know exactly what he's making faces at me for.
Yeah, we know the post he's finally reading what he just agreed to. So if you're on Facebook, go to North Texas Troublemakers, where I announce where Ian's in the Huskow, and read the comments that Ian's just caught up on.
Roger that, Ag.
Dawn, it's been wonderful.
Uh,
And you're not allowed to murder her until I get my picture.
Apparently, you need pictures of somebody's acid yoga pants.
You started it.
I've been banned. How can I start anything? I've been banned.
that's what started it.
It was mentioned at MarsCon, and I was told that I had to go find Dawn to get pictures. So found Dawn, and now she can't die until I've got my pictures.
Dan Frazier. Okay.
Dart sailor.
Hell, that goes back to
Yes.
one of the Bloggerados.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's exactly. I remember that
Yeah.
one.
I remember you both were like flipping through pictures trying to find him, and I'm like, what the?
I remember.
I didn't care until it became a thing.
I remember both Dawn and Ray Carter licking their lips.
Yeah.
Sorry, bad timing.
Death by egg drop soup. That's what you get for glow in the dark pasties.
They're not here yet. We just
Glow
think I
in the
can wear
dark
them.
pasties.
Apparently, yes. Apparently, they make
Those I've seen before.
some degenerate.
Really, Jim?
Yes.
Really?
Some degenerate
tell.
found glow in the dark pasties.
I realize that Jim just like let something slip there.
He's a sailor.
Of course.
Hmm.
But there's a story there somewhere.
The first pair I saw was in a club in Okinawa called the Bad Boys Club
Mhm.
down on BC Street. They had a black light
Mm-hmm.
and had a young lady that got up there with 2 pasties and a cork.
Oh,
Creatively placed?
Yes.
Well then.
the things we don't know about Jim.
I was a sailor for 20 years in Westpac. Okay.
Mhm.
And in Europe. So,
I
yes.
know.
Who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody the other day. We got to talking about Italy, and that was a not safe for work conversation.
Oh,
Well, there are rules in Italy about what can be exposed and what cannot be exposed.
Okay, moving on.
I do know that waiters in Italy can wear leather pants because I was served by. Yeah,
Mm,
damn.
and they know how to do leather.
Moving on. Apparently,
Kevin, I will just say Westpac and leave it at that.
apparently the 6-day ban is a new one because usually it's 3, 7. Yes, hush up. 3, 7, 15, or 30, and I got a 6-day ban. And I've been talking to folks. You folks just not right.
There's
I've
a
been-
reason that's our motto.
We have buttons.
And apparently about to have glow in the dark pasties. Anyway,
Yes, Greg, I did.
anyway, apparently the 6-day ban is something new, and I've been talking to folks, and the primarily the thing, and I don't know if there's some confirmation bias or not, but apparently a whole bunch of folks within 24 hours of posting a link to Larry's new book,
Yeah.
they came up with a 6-day ban, not 7 and not 3, 6-day.
Wonder why I didn't get one because I put it up.
You didn't give them an excuse.
No.
Apparently, if you put up and you give them an excuse, they will thump you for 6 days.
Oh, public education, Linda asked, nuke the site from orbit and salt the glass. There's nothing wrong with that, Kevin.
Nothing wrong with me saying I'd straight shank somebody for getting between me and my coffee either.
Yeah, we have
It's
buttons.
hyperbole.
We had buttons to be used as pasties. That would hurt. Although there seems to be
stickers are big enough that they.
there seems to be a lot of people that like to
Yeah, fluffy
put
eat cow
metal
stickers.
strips through the
We
nipples.
could do
So
fluffy eat cow stickers.
Those could be pasties.
They're the right size. And if you have a piercing, they would probably fit very nicely.
We could even add little tufts of fur.
I could just see it now, Merkin with a pasty.
Yeah, there you go.
God.
Okay, now you know what the strippers look like in your elevated universe.
Puts hair on your chest.
Now I'm going to have to write that one in. Yes, apparently they do put dangles on the piercings.
Yeah, of course I do.
Okay, moving on. Moving on.
Hey, we haven't even gotten to the bedazzling part.
You're right. You're right. We haven't, and we are now taking a different tack.
I mean, seriously, there's whole kids.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Nipple Merkins would in fact put hair on your chest. That one wins the internet today.
Oh my god.
Have we turned plaid yet?
The strangest
I'm making a list.
the strangest one I ever saw was over in London. There's
Seriously?
nothing wrong with what I'm going to say. So you can just sit there. We went down to McDonald's to get a cup of coffee, which
Poor Frank.
was not real good coffee. But there were a couple of girls sitting over in the corner. And one of them had her hair dyed. One side was green, one side was yellow, and there was an orange mohawk down the middle.
Oh, nice.
And she had an earring connected to her nose ring
Yeah.
and would have to pick it up every time she drank with her pinky up.
That seems inconvenient, but
Yeah.
Well, she needs a quick connect, just a dude.
Quick disconnect, yeah. Every time I see one with a nose ring, I keep thinking of cows. You know,
Yep.
where's the lead rope? Tom, I'm not going to touch that one. What you did in high school is all on you, my friend. Actually, David, this was in the early 90s. You're right. Yeah.
It's very 90s.
Yeah.
All these kids put the safety pins in their ears, think they're doing something new.
Yeah.
I'm like, seriously?
That goes back to the 1920s.
Well, yeah.
Batteries and jumper cables. Yeah, that would work too. Semi-precious boogers.
I love what Joel just posted.
Oh dear.
Live from the blanket fort, not safe for work, children, small rodents, or mating odds, or for Ian either.
Where are the rails? Over there, somewhere.
He and squirrels quit and moved out. No, they're comatose in the back right now. Yeah, Tom, there are some interesting memories. No, John.
I have this sudden urge to drive to southeastern Colorado right now.
Oh. Why?
Safety third or
If anyone ever thought of us as a safe space, I mean, maybe in some ways, but for the majority of it, no.
I mean, I guess we're safe from mortar fire.
Yeah, that's true, AJ. The cheating device was used in the chess competition.
Yeah,
Cheating.
no, let's go past that one.
Yeah.
That's a Kelly story. We'll let him deal with
Yeah.
that one.
What's a Kelly story?
Later.
Okay.
You already broke it enough. So.
Yeah. It's worse than the broke dick. Oh, RK, what really gets bad is when they have a tongue piercing and it gets infected and they end up losing half their tongue, which has happened to more than a few people. Of course, they don't publicize that. Yeah, Rick. We're not going there. That is not safe for here either.
Oh, why the hell not? Because we've gone everywhere else.
Well, if you want to.
Not particularly.
That you need to get Kelly started on that one.
I've heard Kelly stories. I've heard stories that Kelly doesn't tell in public.
Yeah.
You get a couple of bourbons.
And there are a few that I know he hadn't told you.
Oh, you'd be surprised. A couple of bourbons done that man in a private place. The holy gods.
Sorry, Raptor. Son, you should chew your food better.
Okay. Right?
One of these days we will get Kelly up here and get him on the stream.
Yes.
EMS ER stories, yeah, there are a ton of them. Most of them are not politically correct by any means. Yeah, there are.
I'm not sure which bothers me more. The fact that there are Snap Light pasties, or the fact that somebody in my group of friends knows and can find them.
Really? Really?
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You know me.
You found them?
I know, but I couldn't. Like, I already knew about them. I've known about them for years.
Some people know how to use search strings effectively.
Yeah, but who the hell puts pasties and Kim Light in the same search string? Yeah.
And people off camera are going, me. Yeah, as Brian says, Ian, my sweet summer child.
The thing is, I worked capers, which is crimes against persons, sex crimes, in the Panhandle Regional Organized Crime Task Force for years. And the simple fact that people I know would embarrass the people I arrested makes me a little worried. That goes double for you.
It could maybe a reason we just have you stand out in the front and look brave.
Um,
We did decide how that the yellow would not go with the the sort of reddish chest.
damn, I
so-
almost snorted water out my nose.
Good.
I got-
I grew up in Africa. I did more than one enlistment in the United States military. I've been a cop. I worked organized crime in the Panhandle. I should not be getting dumbfounded by you folks.
The things you don't know about your friends.
No shit.
Oh, David, that had to be funny. Some stories from Fort Riley where a bunch of bored kids in the field terrorized a platoon wearing nothing but chem lights.
Well, that
Oh,
sounds fun.
No, I've
Okay.
I've seen something like that. That wasn't all that. I watched one of my sergeants go by wearing a sock with a chemite sticking out of his butt one time as a distraction, and I have to say it was fairly distracting.
It works.
It worked really well. Not only did I get an attaboy and a RCOM for that, I also got a write-up.
Yeah, I wonder why.
So there's some links I will not be putting in the North Texas.
Yes, Cindy,
Thank
the
you.
chem light
Yes,
pasties
sure.
came up.
What?
The chem
Yes!
light pasties came up.
Yes!
The
Had
summer.
Cedars in on it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday.
Yes, Joel, the submarine that sank a train is a true story.
Yeah, the
And I
Yeah.
just drew a blank. It was
fat electrician covered it.
Yeah.
Flucky was
Yeah.
the sub commander.
And I have seen the flag.
We need to talk.
Why? What did I do?
Tim White pasties.
USS Barb.
Why
It's
not?
Evan's fault. Talk to him.
It's Evan's. Yeah, totally Evan's fault.
Yeah, Evan's fault. Got it.
Actually, the way they killed a train was Flucky brought the Barb within less than 100 yards of shore of Hokkaido, and there was train tracks. And a couple of his crewmen, including one that was a Boy Scout, jumped out with some dynamite and rigged a pressure switch, and they killed a train.
Apparently launched the train engine a fairly
Yes.
decent distance.
Yes. And their flag, which hangs in Subpack at Pearl Harbor, the original flag, by the way, has a train on it. It is the only battle flag from World War II submarines that has a train on it.
You don't sink a train very often.
No. It was a little bit unusual, yes.
Pasties are totally something you would see late night drag.
At Dragon.
Why do I need to
Why
know
not?
this?
Why not?
Why do I need to know this?
You want to go to Dragon Con someday, right? We
I'm-
don't want you to be shocked before you get there.
I don't want to go. I suspect it'd be something Rita might like to see, but I'm starting to think that maybe Rita needs to be kept away from Dragon
I've
Con.
been in Westpac. There is not much
Oh,
that you're
honey,
going to shock me
no.
with.
She
No,
already knows.
she does.
Yeah.
Oh, I know she already knows.
Obviously, we need to go. Like we've been offered going to Dragon Con. We
Mhm.
need to do a broadcast from Dragon Con.
I agree.
And Becky says, Ian, you need to know in case you run into them sometimes.
Yes.
You don't want to run into him. It can be very pointy and sharp.
Yes.
And it probably doesn't spell real good either.
Okay, understand that Dragon Con is 40 to 60,000 people breathing my air.
In the hot August sunshine of Atlanta.
The hot
Not
and
enough for
humid.
breeze.
The hot and humid.
Yes, sir, Bryce. The Barb did quite a few things. Liberty Con crowd is enough for me.
Yep.
Yeah, Tom. Some of us are old enough and we're far enough past our play years.
I have the screaming suspicion that I get Dragon Con about the second they start throwing elbows.
Yeah.
I would really love to see the whole little Antifa gang that's camping, that's being rioting in downtown Atlanta deal with 60,000 geeks who are very annoyed when people get in the way of their party.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they
So-
did, Sir Brass. There was a reason Flucky got the Medal of Honor.
And y'all can do a broadcast from Dragon Con. I'll sit here and watch it in a nice, safe, yes, of the blanket fort.
Yeah, Greg, they passed the statute of limitations too, I think. Yeah. I think.
Oh, that'd be fun to get Rognaby's kid there. I almost got him a date at Chewy's, but Mrs. Rognaby got in the way. I guarantee that little waitress would have taught him things he didn't know about.
Oh, yes. But he'd have been smiling. Yes, I'm just a dumbass old country boy from Louisiana, so yes, I'm cold.
Oh, that's such bullshit.
Hush, you.
Oh.
Average statute of limitations on that about 7 years. Yeah, that's pretty much got it covered. How are you doing, Mona Lisa? Good to see you.
Hey, little sister.
And
You missed the early part, thank God.
yes, and your Substack post today was excellent. Thank you. I'm not up to anything, Dawn.
No, but Dawn is. Apparently glow in the dark things.
That's Evan.
Blame the right people.
Oh, we went off the rails from the
wait.
get-go, Mona Lisa.
Dawn was the one saying how good. I need to drop ship a load of southeastern Colorado. Here you go, monkeys.
Yeah, Wallbanger, we don't do snow real well down here.
Oh,
At all.
God.
No,
At all. Oh my God.
Yeah.
snow sucks.
Yeah.
I'm in Texas. I shouldn't have to deal with snow.
And most of the people down here do not know how to drive in it.
Nope.
You
Nope.
think?
And the roads are not made for it.
Nope.
Like, swear.
And TxDOT doesn't know how to. I mean, they do their best, but
Yeah.
they don't have a clue what to do. It's white stuff.
Last year when we did have snow, the city brought out the road grader and used that to scrape a couple of streets, which is just what you want to see go rolling by your door at 7 o'clock in the morning.
And they go too fast. They don't know how, and they clear a lot of snow, and then they waffle or washboard the ice underneath.
Yeah.
To give you that little extra something when you're.
The roads aren't tilted enough, and the potholes are scary when they're covered with things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the bright side is that we do not get frost heaves down here. And if you've ever been up in the far north or Canada in the spring, frost heaves are a thing.
Oh,
Well, the really fun part is, especially in the older cities, older towns in Texas, the streets are brick.
Yeah.
And the streets were laid between 1890 and 1910. Red brick. And they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
But they had a whole bunch of carts and horses, and later on motor vehicles, 100 years of them going over the bricks, and they polished them.
Yeah.
And when frost comes and a little bit of ice, those polished red clay bricks
Yeah.
are the slickest thing you've ever been on. Seriously.
Seriously.
Wait, that's order details. You didn't seriously order those damn things.
Somebody just sent me a screenshot.
Jonna just showed Ian a picture of the glow in the dark pasties. Oh, yeah, potholes.
We'll put them on the Fox when they get here.
Yeah. The worst.
Doesn't have anything to put pasties on.
Oh, you might be surprised. I could get in to model them.
Fuck no.
I do remember back in the 90s in DC, they had an ice storm. And in addition to people abandoning cars on 395 by the Pentagon and over the Potomac, there were a number of large potholes that developed on the Wilson Bridge. And when I mean large, I mean large enough that 3 days later, a small, I want to say Ford something or other, hit one of these potholes and it launched it halfway over the guardrail.
Oh, goddamn.
And this car was literally hanging on the guardrail.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's scary.
And they were trying to get the woman to get out of it.
I'm so glad I have earbuds in.
And she was deathly afraid to open the door. And she wouldn't get out. And of course, traffic, I'm going the other way. And everybody stopped. You know, it's like somebody just reach up, grab the door, pull it out, pull her out, and kick the damn car over the freaking guardrail.
Or just kick the car over the guardrail.
Yeah.
She'll get out.
That was getting to be another option.
She'll get out.
Yeah. But DC was notorious. DC and Northern Virginia both were notorious for huge potholes. There was one that was so bad on Anacostia Boulevard that it was eating tires. I mean, people would hit it and literally blow tires, dent the rim, or rip the rim completely off the car.
There was some city that had taken, a bunch of people had just taken to planting small trees in the potholes because they were so bad.
That I could believe that in Southeast DC.
No,
Well,
yeah.
Where was
Oh yeah, John, the jumper on the Wilson Bridge. Oh God.
jump?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Isn't there some place that some town a pizza place started filling in the potholes?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That one broke entire undercarriages. Yes. They need to bring in dominoes because they fill in the holes themselves. What town are they doing that in?
Mm-hmm.
They were doing it in Colorado, and they actually made them stop because the city was the city was upset that somebody else was doing it, and
Yeah.
there was some kind of regulation that
Of course,
was so
There
dumb.
was regulation.
Most likely.
Yeah,
there was regulation.
Well, David, when you get on the LIE, you're taking your life in your hands anyway. We had to go out to Republic once for a meeting, and there was a Mercedes on the side of the road as we were going out. And when we came back 4 hours later, the only thing that was left was the frame. And it was in the same spot, but it was the frame. There was nothing else left. The entire car was gone. Yeah. Yeah, RK, the HOV lanes in DC were always interesting.
HOV lanes are interesting, period.
Yeah. Well, I had friends that
She's typing on her phone. That makes me really nervous.
I am doing nothing.
Bullshit.
I'm sending a text message.
I'm sure you are.
Yeah, John, you commuted on the LIE. That's why you have white hair today. Yeah, Anacostia, you prayed your vehicle wouldn't break down. You know, the problem was we had a Navy organization down there, NAVC, and so we were routinely having to go down to Anacostia for meetings.
Oh.
But I cheated, and I got a pass to get through the friggin' gate so I could at least park inside the gate.
When she's typing and giggling after
Dawn,
Something-
it's not helping.
And Ag says, I swear her nothing sounded just like Sergeant Schultz. Nothing.
I don't know. Yeah. When she's typing, when texting and giggling, I get worried.
Yeah.
And she's just giggling worse.
I will point out to you that we're both doing.
Yes, you're not giggling.
That's because I'm older and I have better self-control.
Fair.
Yeah, Rick, you got it a little fast for LA. It's not 75 to 80. It's 7.5 to 8 miles an hour on a good day. On a bad day, you're stuck for an hour or two or three.
She's texting, pauses, looks at me over the phone, starts giggling.
Yeah.
I'm not. I just realized that Don's teasing me in the chat.
I went to meet my friend Larry Lambert one time for dinner up there and got stuck on the 405. And it was literally at a dead stop. And so I shut the car off and I roll the windows down. I'm sitting there and I keep hearing this, "Ree!" Tick, 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 tick. "Ree!"
Somebody's fishing.
There was a guy 2 cars over sitting there practicing throwing his lure, his weight into the medium. You know, just sitting there practicing his fishing.
Like you do.
Yeah. No wonder he rode a bike most of the time in LA.
It's Dawn. She is literally making me look bad.
Oh, okay. That's
On
Dawn.
purpose.
You've met Dawn, right?
I have not.
Yeah.
You have not met Dawn. Thank
No.
God.
We're
On
gonna
purpose.
fix that the next time I head to Colorado, though.
Yeah, the Germans used to keep chessboards in their trunks so they could play on the hood of traffic jams. I could just see that.
I can too.
Tom, guys pull up next to each other. We resumed the game from 2 weeks ago. Hi. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 95 South, always fun.
Where did I lose the threads?
We had them.
You haven't seen the threads in so long you forgot what they looked like.
I was doing great. Doing
Yeah.
great. I had a hate for Facebook. Didn't like the ATF, and things went to shit.
Yeah.
No, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, Greg. Anywhere with traffic with a manual transmission, you're not driving, you're rowing the car.
And
So the-
apparently,
It needs glow sticks. They got wrapped around the pasties.
the comments section is not helping.
When do they ever help?
I
Very
gotta stop.
often they're off doing their very own thing.
I've got to stop reading the comments.
I mean,
I've got to
seriously,
stop reading the
the
comments.
comment section on this thing is its own little party. And
It
we're
is.
just here.
It's a
So,
fantastic little party,
It's a
too.
great party, I will say. Proud of all you guys. So,
Yeah, Tom. Helping and helping are two different words with two entirely different meanings.
if you were really helping, you'd hit the like button.
Yeah.
Cedar.
And it's Cedar.
Yay. And now we're outnumbered once again. The three moms of the apocalypse are here.
Yes.
Pleasanton accounted for somewhat late.
Yeah, Kevin, it's a Nautilus machine for the left leg.
It's been fun.
You put around the bed in a big hurry. I mean, it's just.
Yeah.
Rick, I'm not
People
sure
hate
about
right.
that. I think there are enough people who are on here who will also hit the Three Moms of the Apocalypse podcast. And I'm sure the comment string will probably be as bad, if not worse.
Well, okay. So once a month, you guys get to do that.
Right.
So we'll only do lives once a month. The rest of it will be a static podcast.
Yeah.
Because some of us
Some of us,
gallivant.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
Gallivant is that a new word for?
never in
I
town.
didn't realize that was Latin for let's break Ian.
No. It's I'm running away for a weekend, and everyone else wants to do things. So
And,
Yeah.
and some of us may have a brutal commute depending on how things go.
Oh.
I've moved to the next step. We'll see.
Good.
Okay.
very cool.
Yeah, come on down, Brian.
Brian, you have to come to dinner.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, knee injury is definitely a sufficient reason to quit driving a manual. Yes. Yeah, that's why I don't have one anymore.
How did we get to Victorian underground porn magazines?
What? Where did I? How did I read that? I have thoughts.
You have thoughts about Victorian underground porn magazines?
I actually have a friend who collects them.
Have you studied?
Of course you do. Of course. I have a friend who collects underground Victorian porn magazines.
Fascinating.
They really are.
There's an antique shop in Ohio where you can go in and there's a machine, you drop a nickel in and you get a slideshow of Victorian porn, which doesn't actually show that much skin.
Ankles. Oh my God, ankles.
Yeah.
Ankles and arms up to the elbows.
Oh my.
Yeah, blown hamstring will do the same thing. Break in, repents in bookstores. Don says, I also have thoughts about Victorian underground porn.
That's not a good surprise.
There's a reason we like Dawn.
Yeah, we could do that, Brian. Come on down.
Mhm.
365 LBTQ.
What? It's not that I've lived a sheltered life. I have not lived a sheltered life. There's just some things you don't discuss in public with the fair sex present.
Because we're doing it all on our own without you.
I've noticed that. Trust me, I've noticed that.
We have much better conversations about the boys involved.
Oh, Rick, of all the people I would have lived a sheltered life, I wouldn't have expected it to be Ian.
I have not lived a sheltered life. I was raised. There are some things you don't discuss.
We are. They are.
I know, but
This is why we're spun off to the broadcast.
This is why we will be having the
So we
broadcast.
strongly recommend those
Oh.
of you present while we're recording.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure, I'm absolutely positive that all of the side conversations like we're having today start the broadcast.
No, they-
Oh no, they'll just get better. Any more detail?
no.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
He was insufficiently deprived, yes. Depraved, sorry.
Depraved on account of I'm deprived? No?
there's a movie line in there.
Yeah, Sir Brass,
It actually is
that's
a movie line from West Side
that's
Story.
good.
Yeah.
And the other fact is you're driving a manual, so you're pretty much carjack proof.
Meanwhile, Jim just continues on with this discussion about cars.
It's like he's had practice doing this or something.
I know.
He has 2 daughters, of course he does.
If we're going Victorian, should we discuss knickers?
It is an interesting sociological thing. What was considered pornography at that point?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because Show Me Your Ankle was. I mean, there's a woman who does Victorian reproduction clothing.
Oh my
Her
god, I
name
love
is
her
Bernadette Banner,
OnlyFans.
and she has an OnlyFans where she dresses in Victorian and shows her ankles, and she's one of the top OnlyFans accounts.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, seriously, it's kind of.
It's
fascinating.
wonderful. She did it as an
April
April
Fool's
Fool's joke,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
then it actually works.
yeah.
There's also on the North Texas Troublemakers YouTube, there is an entire discussion of underwear through
Yeah,
the
yes.
ages,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Underwear.
There's a big discussion about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
which you should all go watch.
But it's. to me, it's-
Nancy and Gordon did it. I have watched it. It's rather what.
Yeah. And Kevin says most men would be shocked by what women say in female only groups. No, I wouldn't.
I know this. Trust me, I know this. However, this is not a women's only group, and it's public.
You're in my blanket fort.
It's public.
And ALS says reproductive clothing, you snicker.
And apparently, this is endlessly amusing to the chat.
Yep.
It is.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Yeah. Ian is obviously thinking, where did I go wrong?
Exactly what I'm thinking. Got it in one.
You came here ready to just go off on Facebook.
Yes.
uh, blushing is good for the skin, Mona Lisa.
Yes, it is.
Little sister, seriously. Honestly.
No, we're not getting into the edible underwear.
No, we don't need to go there.
No.
So Ian's
Oh.
already suffering. I mean, yesterday he walked into the shop going, "God damn this stupid story," and was pacing about. Because
And it's a Peter.
It's a Peter. So
Now
I
you're
got-
at parody.
now we're at parody. Yes. Thank you for showing up, Peter.
We've had a complaint from the FTC about you guys.
No shit.
I would not be surprised. Would you like a share?
Hot roast panties. Really, Tom?
Some-
the guys in those things. So
That was a middle image I really didn't need.
I'll take out somewhere where I won't tangle with the cords.
Age of consent for goats. I honestly don't know. Is there one?
Now, where did the hot roast panties come in? Tell us, Claude, you know about
they showed up right after the LED powered pasties.
it. At least you didn't throw the fox at me. That's something.
That poor fox has heard way too much for.
Well, we could use the pasties over the ears.
Oh, there you go. We'll check them out when I get here.
Ian and a fox with pasties.
Oh, it's gone.
How is
it's-
it that I can just see?
It's gone way, way downhill from there. That was the sanity before we descended into the maelstrom.
Yeah, if it comes to burning panties, that's gone a little bit too far. Yeah. On the other hand, with this crowd, what do you expect?
This is true.
So there I was, trying to write short stories about
Sure, this is funny.
my universe. And one story I was doing, I'm trying to do short stories that give everybody a feel for the universe so that other people can write in it and I can make money off of it because I'm a capitalist at heart.
53 minutes in, we get to write.
I wanted to get to writing a long time ago.
Well, we could have gone there.
You could have started.
Seriously,
Yeah, right.
where was I? I just lost my fucking glow stick.
You were
You were writing-
one part.
Oh,
one
okay.
One story got
So I'm. And now they're giggling again, and that terrifies me. Anyway, so I'm writing this collection of
Very
short
smart man.
stories.
Someone give him a beer, then he can get drunk and agree to another anthology.
No,
I wanna
Get
be
drunk
here.
and
I've
pass
seen
out.
What it takes to make this man drunk.
He's sitting next to it.
yeah, no kidding. Might as well had a bourbon IV on that one. Anyway, where was okay? Trying to write a short story, and I'm doing this. Mona Lisa wound up in it because I needed a pilot, and it turned into. Then I made a mistake. I'm writing this. It's getting bigger and bigger. I go talk to Jim. That was a fucking mistake. And now it looks like it wants to be a whole free thread war novel.
Okay, write it.
Works for me.
Yeah.
Mm.
Nothing to say you can't start out with a novel and then
Mhm.
spin off.
I'll send over a spare set of vowels for you to use at the appropriate moment.
I've got enough. I use the proper. The hell
No,
did
no,
I-
no. Your problem is adjectives.
Yeah.
I write properly. Thank you very much. I put the U's where they belong, unlike Americans. And I've just lost my glow stick. Oh,
As long as you don't put them in my name, we're good.
so what?
My name's not contained an extra U, so do not put a U in my name. You have to use zero, you put them appropriately.
Yeah. No, your name in English would begin with a C, not a K, and it would have a U.
Your name in English, in actual
Yeah.
British, would be a boy's name, so we're not going there.
Yeah.
I know.
And don't look at the chat.
Don't
What?
look at the chat.
Just look away from the chat.
I'm kind of terrified. So, I'm trying to cover up the chat because I really don't.
Focus, Ian.
I'm trying. My poor squirrels. My poor squirrels.
There is one consolation, Ian. With friends like us, who needs enemies?
That has been amply displayed. The truth of that has been amply displayed for about the last 59 minutes, 11 seconds. Okay, so
So the Pasty Anthology will not be a coloring book, according to Jason.
what?
Don't look at the chat.
Do not look at the chat. It's all right. Continue. You're writing a novel.
Why
With the
not?
appropriate
I think by
Wow.
now
You
people
want
look
to
at the
be
chat
drawn
just to see what
forms.
it is.
I'm the first time the female form. Worms.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay.
I'm Chat with a furry. Good job, Ian.
Your next novel will be deferred.
Deferred in more ways than one.
Yes. You will
Oh,
have a close shave.
It's the chat's
yes.
working.
In actual books, I do want to talk about Alma Boykin
Oh yeah.
has got a brand new one up called Lord Andersco's Blade,
Yay.
and it's a familiar origins tale.
Finally, something I can post.
Yes.
Right.
And if you're not familiar with Alma's writing, she's a very fast writer. She writes more in a year than I think all the rest of us do
And
combined.
I do believe that snap light pasties have never appeared in any of her writing.
Well, breastplates have, which is the medieval equivalent.
Yeah. And his face is just about matching his shirt now.
Yes.
But seriously, go read Alma's stuff. It's great. Another one I always recommend is Pam Uphoff. Cedar, of course. Courtney, if you like that stuff.
If you like where the chat's
Courtney
been
writes
today.
great
She
character-driven
writes
science fiction
Yes, she
with
does.
a lot of steamy scenes.
Smut.
in it.
Yes.
Smut.
But it is character-driven science fiction.
Yeah.
It would almost count for space opera.
Yep.
Almost.
Some write about the smog, sweet meteor of death. You write about smut. So
Yeah.
I was
Sweet
gonna say,
meteor of.
There's a lot
No,
of
not
romance
going
and
there.
lovemaking in opera.
Not going
so
there.
I think it's
Not-
Yeah.
we
Right.
didn't say
It works.
space
It's the opera part of space opera.
Right.
Yeah.
The opera in space.
The yeet cows with boob armor. That could be interesting with a female yeet cow. What?
well,
And since we're about out of time, I do want
God.
to read something that I got from an old friend. And it applies to a few of us in this room. It seems that just yesterday I was young and embarking on my new life. Yet in a way, it seems like eons ago, and I wonder where all the years went. I know that because I lived them all. I've glimpsed of how it was back then and of all my hopes and dreams. However, here it is, the last quarter of my life, and it catches me by surprise. How did I get here so fast? Where did the years go, and where did my youth go? I remember well seeing older people through the years and thinking that those older people were years away from me. And I was only in my first quarter, and that the fourth quarter was so far off, I could not visualize or imagine fully what it would be like. Yet here it is. My friends are retired and getting gray. They move slower, and I see that an older person now. Some are in better and some worse shape than me, but I see the great change. They're not like the ones that I remember when I was young and vibrant, but like me, their age is beginning to show, and we now know those older folks that we used to see and never thought we'd become. Every day, I find that getting a shower is a real target for the day. Taking a nap is not a treat, it's mandatory. Because if I don't of my own free will, I'll fall asleep where I sit.
Nope, that
And
wasn't.
so now I enter into this new season of my life unprepared for all the aches, pains, loss of strength, and ability to go and do things that I wish I'd done before but never did. But at least I know that I'm on the last quarter. I'm not sure how long it'll last, but when it's over, it's over. Yes, I have regrets. There are things I wish I'd have done, things I wish I hadn't done, but truly there are many things that I'm happy to have done. It's all in a lifetime. So if you're not on the last quarter yet, let me remind you that you will be faster than you think. So whatever you do or would like to accomplish, do it quickly. Don't put things off. Life goes by so quickly. So do what you can do today, because you can never be sure whether you're on the last quarter or not. You have no promises that you'll see the life of all seasons. So live for today. Say all those things you want to say to your loved ones. Hope they appreciate and love you for all the things that you do and have done for them in years past. Life is a gift. Be happy. Remember, it's health. That health is the real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver. Going out's good. Coming home's even better. You forget names, but that's okay because some people forget they ever knew you. And a few of those.
I wish.
Yeah. You realize you're never going to be really good at anything like golf. I resemble that,
Mm-hmm.
but I do like being outdoors. There are things you used to care to do, you aren't really interested in anymore, but you really don't care that you aren't as interested. You sleep better in a lounge chair with a TV on than in a bed. You now call it pre-sleep. You miss the days when everything worked with an on and off switch. No kidding.
Oh my God.
Yes. You
Like
tend
the
to
chat.
use a lot more 4-letter words. What? When? You have a lot of clothes in your wardrobe, more than half of which you'll never wear, but just in case. And remember, there's always tomorrow.
Yeah. Yep.
So, on that note, we've wasted another hour plus of your time today.
No kidding. Talk. So Tuesday, we will be discussing books, not pasties, not snap lights, not furry anything.
Just for that, I might come here on Tuesday and join in. That'll fix you.
You're always welcome, Peter.
I'll stack some ammo on the table and we'll start off that way. How's
Okay, ammo's perfectly cromulent. We can discuss ammo as long as it's not glow in the dark and stuck to somebody's.
Hoo-ha.
This ammo will have fluorescent plastic tips. How's that?
I was gonna say we don't have to continually talk how off the rails every single time.
Thank you,
So, anyway, folks,
instigator in chief.
Me?
thank you very much for watching and participating today. Some participation is more fun than others. And if we're not here on Tuesday, it's because YouTube canned our asses. But
Yeah.
everybody be safe. Have
Yeah.
a good weekend.
This one's getting pulled for review. I guarantee you.
AJ, send me an email at oldnfo at gmail.com. And remember, folks, don't sweat the petty stuff. Don't pet the sweaty stuff.
Especially
We'll
if
see.
it's got pasties on.
Be
We'll
safe,
see you
guys.
next
Say
week.
no to snap light pasties.
Snap like pasty.